All right, now let's talk about LCM, least common multiple. We saw how primes were used to help us find the greatest common factor. We're also going to do a similar method to find our least common multiple. The least common multiple is the smallest term both values can multiply to. So for example 1, we're going to find the least common multiple of 40 and 25. We're going to do this with our primes. So 40, we're going to break that down, 2 and 20, 2 and 10, 5 and 2. Of course, this is not the only way you can break down 40, but it's just one method that you could use. No matter what way you break it down, using its primes, you'll always get to the same prime numbers. And then 25, there's only one way to break that guy down, and that's 5 times 5. Now we're going to make our list. We want to multiply together the primes that appear the most often in either number. If they appear the same number of times in both, then we'll just take that amount of times in one of them. So for example, in 40, there are 3 2's. There's no 2's in 25, which means they appear more often in 40, which is 3 times, so we'll take 3 2's. 2 times 2 times 2. The other prime numbers I see in both of my lists is 5. 40 has 1 5, 25 has 2 5s. They appear more often in 25, which is 2 times, so I'm going to take 5 2 times, which is 5 squared. Then I can multiply those together, and we get 200. So the least common multiple of 40 and 25 is 200. The other method you can always use is listing the multiples. Again, this method can take a while depending on how large the numbers are, so this method is not recommended, especially when you have time against you. But it is a method that can work if you're stuck, or maybe you want to check your work. So you can see I'm just listing my prime number, or my multiples of 40 and 25, and I list just a few in each list until I get to the one that they have in common. I'm noticing I am still working, and there it is. Found it. They have 200 in common. Let's try another example. Example 2. Now we're going to include some variables. We're going to look for the least common multiple of 32 x to the 4th y squared z and 24 x cubed y cubed. So again, we start with our primes. So I'm going to take 32 x to the 4th y squared z. 32 is 2 times 16, or you can do 4 times 8. 16 is 2 times 8, or you can do 4 times 4. 8 is 2 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2. X to the 4th, that's x times x times x times x. Y squared, that's y times y. And then z, there's just one of them. 24x cubed y cubed. 24 is 2 times 12. 12 is 2 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3. X cubed, that's x times x times x. And y cubed is y times y times y. Again, I'm going to take the ones that appear the most often in either number. So I notice that 32 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. 24 only has 3. There's more in 32, which was 5 of them. So I'm going to have 2 times itself 5 times. Some other prime numbers that I see is 3. 3 appears 1 time in 24, and it does not appear in 32. So I'm going to take it just the 1 time from 24. The x's appear 4 times in 32, only 3 in 24. So I'm going to take it the 4 times. That time it appears the most often. There's 2 y's in 32, but there's 3 in 24. So I'm going to take all 3 of those from the 24 term. And then finally we have a z in that first term, and there's no z's in the second term. So we're going to multiply it that 1 time that we see. Multiply all of these together and we get 96 x to the 4th y cubed z.